I really don't know how many times I've tried to do this video, and I can't.
1. You are scolding the wrong person. You see what that is, chapter 176? It's called the Fair Debt Collection Procedure. You want to know how it's applicable? Go look at section 3001. Okay? See, everybody's quoting 28 USC 3002, paragraph 15A, which does say what you say it says. But they're never looking at the applicability of the chapter. And they sit there and say that, oh, they're always acting as a corporation, when they're not. There is a certain applicability. See, you're trying to scold the wrong one, Bubba. See, I read this stuff all the time. I don't make presumptions based on my feelings. So the applicability of this entire chapter, chapter 176, says, except as provided in subsection B, the chapter provides the exclusive civil procedure for the United States to 1. Recover a judgment on a debt. 2. Obtain before judgment on a claim of debt a remedy in connection with such claim. Limitation. To the extent that other federal law specifies procedures in recovering on a claim or a judgment for a debt arising under such law, those procedures shall apply to such claim or judgment to the extent those procedures are inconsistent with this chapter. Amounts owing other than debts. This chapter shall not apply with respect to an amount owing that is not a debt or to a claim for an amount owing that is not a debt. Now, let's go back. So, now, you go to section 3002 that everybody loves to claim is evidence. Okay? And guess what? Yes. It say it in paragraph 15A, yes. But it don't apply outside of that section of chapter 176. So don't even try to school me. They're not always acting as a corporation. So, again, on this part 2, 3003 gives you the rules of construction. In other words, construction of the statute. The terms includes and includings are not limiting. The term or is not exclusive. The singular includes the plural, and go down. It only addresses those public debts under the 14th Amendment that you cannot argue. This is why Title 15, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, does not apply to the IRS, because why? You cannot argue the public debt. But this, Chapter 176, does apply to the IRS, because this is the rules the judges have to follow. Effects on the rights of the United States. This chapter shall not be construed to curtail or limit the right of the United States under any other federal law or any state law to collect taxes, to collect any other amount collectible in the same manner as a tax, to collect any fine, penalty, assessment, etc., etc. Effect on other laws. This chapter shall not be construed to supersede or modify the operation of what? Title 11, Admiralty Law, which is contracts over the land in commerce, sections 3713 or Title 31, section 303, the Consumer Credit Protection Act, and it goes on and on. So that's why I'm saying you're misapplying it. And trust me, I was guilty of the same thing when I quoted 28 3002 paragraph 15A. They are acting as a federal corporation when they're collecting a debt. That does not mean they're always acting as a corporation, because government is a natural order. For those that believe in the Bible says God instituted government to do what? Punish the wicked. For those that do not believe in the Bible, it is there by nature. A tribe has the powerful that rise to the top to develop rules to protect the tribe. That is called government. But government under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 10, the contract clause, has the right to contract as a corporation. And if a debt is owed, guess what? They have the right to collect. See, everybody's running around complaining when they don't even understand the system. So keep spouting misinformation when you've never read the entire chapter to see its application.